What's up? This is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Babe Ruth gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig.
What's your pitch? First pitch coming. Here it is. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
We were wondering who was going to strike first with the long ball. What a moment for him right there. Home run to World Series. No one can ever take that away from you.
Ready to take his hacks again, Lou Gehrig, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as the Yankees start to pull away a bit. It's now 4-0. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today.
So stepping in,
The
Lou
designated hitter,
Gehrig,
number
2
4.
home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Hey, get your pitch right up there, huh? Let's go, kid.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
The 1-2.
2-2 to count.
Hey, get your pitch here, squared up.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. He gets there, and that's the second out. Lou Gehrig will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed.
Here we go. Always said, give me one time.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Center fielder looking up at the track, the wall. And that one is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awesome.
So striding in, Lou Gehrig, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at-bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive, base hit to right.
Take a look, take a look.
And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Digging in, Reggie Jackson.
The right
He's
fielder,
hitless in
number 9.
3 at-bats to this point.
Reggie Jackson.
Hey, nice and patient. Get yours.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Now batting, Eddie Matthews. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Man, he's been
Hey, way to
killing
square
it
that up.
all
Nice
game
hit,
long.
nice hit.
Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5, so he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game. Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for him and everyone that witnessed it. He winds up belting 3 home runs, so he pretty much took this game into his own hands and decided to have a home run derby out there.
$15-0 the final in this one. New York win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Babe Ruth gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, it was a good start for these guys at home. They did what they needed to do in the opening game, and this crowd really showed up and made a difference as well. Should be an electric atmosphere again, so we'll see if the guys on the field can feed off it and take a commanding lead in this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Walter Johnson is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig.
Here we go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run will cross to make this a 1-0 Yankee lead. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short out.
The right fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He gathers the throw. Safe. Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 1 inning in the books here. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Ready now, Lou Gehrig will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. Solo shot to right center. His 4th long ball of this series. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues the hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Lou Gehrig.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1-0 the count. A ball and a strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here?
Hey,
That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Very high, 2-1.
Oh, big guy. See you drive it right here.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Smoke toward the hole, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Man, talk about having a good game. And like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Griffey will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Digging in, Eddie Matthews. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Matthews.
The 2-1 home. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To Morgan at the bag. Over to Perez for a side retiring double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Making his way to the plate, Lou Gehrig, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
Here you go, let it fly now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Posada is off of first with 2 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really put together a commanding pitching performance out there. Ended up tallying 12 strikeouts, and more importantly, he gave his team a great chance to earn the victory.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. So the Bronx Bombers get the win to jump out to a 2-0 series lead. Walter Johnson pitches well enough to get the W. Trevor Bauer was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors, they left 12 men on base. For the Reds, no runs, 3 hits. No errors, they left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the Cincinnati Reds. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports, but even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Sonny Gray will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the mound now from Vanderbilt is Sonny Gray. Not a very big guy, but a good 3-pitch mix. Mid to upper 90s fastball, 93 to 95. Big power overhand curveball, and his changeup has gotten better as he's gone along. If he's on early, you'll see lots of swings and misses.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big-time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also, soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 4, Lou Gehrig.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Gray has worked his way through more than 1,500 career innings and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s.
Get your pitch, huh?
And this is fouled at the plate. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Adios, pelota. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 6th of this series as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Lou Gehrig.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond, and if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
Hey, get a good one.
Hard hit ball to second. Moustakas has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Nick Castellanos.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the pads these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. Now at the plate, Lou Gehrig. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward 3rd.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
0-2, here it comes.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
The 1-2. Swung on and belted. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd of the game, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Leading off for the Reds, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Hey, nobody away.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Cano backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Digging in now for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
0-1.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The 0-1.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Lou Gehrig will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First delivery to him on the way. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya!
Solo shot to right center. His 4th in the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in one game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas.
The batter, number
He's
9.
0 for 2 with a walk
Second
thus
baseman,
far.
Mike Moustakas.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Cano is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Reds, number 6, Freddie.
The Reds down to their last strike. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Yankees are 1 step away from a sweep. They take a commanding 3-0 lead here on the road as this one is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you could coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position in this one. So he definitely had that clutch factor working. Could have been a real difference in the outcome if not for his contributions.
8-2 tonight's final. The New York Yankees take a commanding 3-0 lead in this World Series. Lefty Grove is credited with the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 13 men on base. For the Reds, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors, they left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes.